It's Woman Crush Wednesday, and you are watching Smell the Coffee. It seems like it's a bit chilly today from nowhere. When I left at 5 a.m. or like at 6 a.m., it wasn't. No, it wasn't cold.
Really?
Only now when I went outside, I was like, whoa, why do you think I'm dressed like this? Nevertheless, you are joined by Diana Master and Glenora Shipura before we get into our nitty-gritties and how we are cold. So how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, but I think it's cold. It's getting colder, guys.
It's getting colder. Winter is officially here.
Winter has officially arrived, and it looks like she's not playing games this year.
Ah, no.
She's not playing games.
Serious.
I think it's going to get really cold. We're going to have a colder winter than we have ever had. I think so.
But that's the thing about Namibia. We always get extremes. You see, like it's extremely hot or it's extremely cold. There's no in between.
And this summer was hot.
No, it was.
This summer was hotting.
But you know what? I'm a winter girl.
Really?
I'm a winter girl.
No ways.
I love
is it
winter.
because that you can cover up when it's cold?
Yes.
With whereas winter, in summer, you can't really, you know what I'm saying?
What am I going to do? Walk around in my bikini? You know? And even then, in that bikini, the sun is on your skin and you're like, oh, Lord.
It's not even helping. It's not even helping.
You know, my sister always wears long sleeves in summer. And I'm like, why are you doing this? She's like, I don't want to get sunburned.
And you do. You will get sunburned.
So that's the thing with summer. What am I supposed to do to keep myself cool? At least with winter.
When are you born?
September.
Oh, okay, now. You should be a summer baby. Why are you?
I love winter. I love cozying up in my blankets, drinking hot chocolate.
I'm born in January. I'm a summer baby. So in any ways, even though as hot as it gets, I would prefer, I think, summer over winter. Honestly speaking.
I think most of my friends love summer. Even most of my family members love summer. I'm like, why?
Yes, summer is fun. It's like you can do a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff happening. You know, even the last weekend there was some stuff happening. Capsa de Small was here and all that. And I was like, I want to go out. And then I checked the weather and I was like, you know what?
Nah.
It's fine. It's fine. So that's the other thing. You want to do things, but because of the weather, you're like,
No, you know, I'm excited for my winter outfits. They're going to be giving.
But then they'll be covered in a coat. That's my issue as well. They'll be covered in a long coat.
Cute.
Yeah, you can still look cute in your coat or whatever, but you know, you can't go as...
No, I can. Speak for yourself.
Really?
I can.
Okay.
I'm a look cute in winter. I'm so
Are you gonna put on the
stockings, boots, and
the little black dress?
I hear you. But I always find it funny how once winter hits, we actually forget how hot it was in the summer, because now you have the electric blankets are out, you have the duvets, you have the thick blankets, right? And then the minute summer comes back around, you forget how cold it was in winter. It's always so crazy.
No, it's so crazy that I've never actually thought about it till you mentioned it. Like, I'm like, wow. Like, already I brought out my hot water bottle, but the other stuff is not yet out yet. So I'm doing me neither. I'm doing very slow this time around. Yeah.
Right now, the only thing that has made an appearance is the hot water bottle. It made an appearance when just before that had the cold front.
Yeah, that cold front. Yeah.
That's when the hot water bottle made its appearance, and it's here to stay.
It's here to stay, and it's not going to go away for a long time.
But I'm super excited for winter. Let us know what your favorite season is. Are you a winter person like me, or are you a summer person like Glenn? Whichever one it may be. And actually, do tell us why you love winter or summer. Anyway, we'll be taking a quick ad break and getting into a beauty pageant that is quite unlike the rest. So stick around.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back, and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
AI is taking over the world, and we've been new. Now they're taking over the beauty world too. Yes, that's right. Miss AI, the world's first artificial intelligence beauty pageant, has been announced. AI-generated models look so real that they're now able to enter beauty pageants. And before you panic, no, they will not be competing with human models, but they will have their very own competition called Miss AI. The futuristic FanView World AI Creator Awards will see computer-generated females judged on their beauty, technicalities, and social media clout in an online event taking place in May. The winning creator will walk away with a whopping $13,000 which is 280,000 Namibian dollars reward, including a $5,000 cash prize, a $3,000 mentorship scholarship, and a $5,000 in public relations transport. The second and third runners-up will receive grand totals of $5,000, which is 95,000 Namibian dollars, and $2,000 respectively. Two of the judges in the four panel are AI generated. The AI generated judges are Aitana Lopez from Spain, who has more than 300,000 followers, and Emily Pellegrini, who has more than 250,000 followers on Instagram. You would be happy to know that the other two judges are in fact human. Andrew Blott, an entrepreneur and public relations advisor, and Sally Ann Fawcett, a beauty pageant historian and author of the book Misdemeanors, Beauty Queen Scandals, will complete the judging panel. AI models competing for the titles must be 100% AI generated to be considered for the money. The creators behind the masterpieces must be at least 18. And while the Hawks or Hotties are the ones on display, it's their real-life makers who actually get to pocket the winnings.
I just have one question. Those pictures displayed right now,
all of them
are
AI.
all AI generated?
That's one of the judges.
Who's the AI?
Aitana Lopez, yeah, she's AI.
Oh, wow.
That's an AI.
This is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
AI influencers are a thing, and they're coming for your jobs. You may have thought, oh, but I'm an influencer, I'm safe. No one is safe from AI, darling.
Because, we were all scared in the creative industry as writers, presenters, actors, and so forth. But the fact that they're going as far as beauty pageant.
Yes.
Like, what is safe, guys?
No one is safe.
I mean,
no one is safe. Not even doctors are safe. We have robotic arms that can perform surgeries because the human hand is not as steady as a robotic arm. Because they have really delicate stitching.
And you're human for sure. Somebody posted on social media saying that I think AI is going the wrong direction. AI is saying, we're going to take your job so you have more time to do things like wash the dishes and so forth. Because that's what it means. Because why are you not creating something that can wash the dishes, pick up my cup? You know what I'm saying? So that I can focus on the creative parts. Because that's what we're created for.
Just put the stuff in the dishwasher,
Exactly. No, let's have the robotics. You know what I'm saying?
Or a robotic maid.
Yeah,
but then you're taking someone else's job.
So what she was saying was she would rather have that, like a personal helper, rather than somebody that,
like an AI personal helper.
Exactly, rather than somebody that can.
But then now you're still putting people out of jobs.
It's true. It doesn't matter which way.
It doesn't matter which way you look at it.
Which way you go. It's true. It's true.
Like, do you know this robotic arm? This was introduced a while ago, before all these AI influencers started making the appearance. Before we started editing our pictures with AI apps. And
what is that? Photo Lab? Is it Photo Lab?
I think it's Photo, and there's also Face app. I think.
Whoa, I don't know about that one. Yeah.
All I can say is what you see on social media.
It's not how people actually
look. It's not how people look in real life. People leave their filters at home. So don't be surprised if you see me in the street and I don't look like my pictures. Mind your business, okay?
You also don't look like your pictures.
You also don't. But my biggest flex is I look like my pictures.
Yeah, some of us, what you see is what you get, okay?
What you see is what you get. Because honestly speaking, it's a lot of effort to just be editing pictures. And
every time you post.
it's time consuming. It's kind of like Kim Kardashian. That one time she edited, I think, this bone or like some weird
She was
body
tired
part.
because she was editing the whole time. You
And
get
we
what
were
I'm saying?
like,
she was
girl,
tired.
we didn't even say, what? Okay, to each their own.
It's
I
because
guess.
she was doing it so much. At some point, you're tired.
No, guys.
At some
just
point, you're
nah.
tired. Now, getting into our next story, in, I guess, a scandalous story. The organizers of the Beijing Half Marathon have opened an investigation into the allegations of race fixing involving Ethiopian and Kenyan athletes. In footage that has gone viral on social media, Ethiopian athlete Dejene Hailu and Kenyan runners Robert Kitter and Willie Manganget appear to intentionally let Chinese athlete He Ji win on Sunday's half marathon. The African trio seemed to slow down as they approached the finish line and repeatedly signaled He to overtake them to the finish line. He, the 2023 Asian Games marathon gold medalist, was then congratulated by the three African athletes after he won the race by a second. Some Chinese social media users have criticized his win as embarrassing and unsportsmanlike amid speculation that the race result was manipulated. Whoa.
I never would have thought this could happen. I mean, we know of match fixing, we know of game fixing, whatever it may be. But to do it so obviously, like
exactly, because
this
they're like,
is ridiculous.
I think they told him, like, look, we're gonna run, but we can't run as slow. You
Yeah,
know?
like, 'cause people- it
will look
suspicious.
weird, but we're gonna slow down. And then he still couldn't
But
keep
why
up with the
slow-
pace. Like, he still couldn't keep up with the pace. So
we
they had-
practiced this.
We practiced this. They had to like, come on now. I'm trying to slow down.
Nah,
Can you just,
guys.
I think that's what happened. Oh
my
like they slowed
gosh.
down and he still couldn't catch up to them. And
But
then they
even
had to
then,
like,
why are they slowing down towards the finish line? They should have started
Exactly.
slowing down way back to make it look less suspicious. That time, I don't know, pretend to trip on a pebble and then you start doing like a young limp or whatever.
something, yeah.
Or something. Make it look not so suspicious. This is very honest. Like,
yeah, no, but I'm guessing that would have also gotten in the way of his ego because I won because somebody,
I
had an injury.
guess.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
I
he
guess.
needed to feel that, hey, he's the fastest, which is really messed up. Like,
Okay,
how
but
do you
like-
take such a win? How do you take such a win?
but like, how much is he paying them?
To be fair.
Because I want to know. Like, I need to know how much was on the line.
So I'm not even sure it's just him alone. I'm sure it's him and company and the organization. And we know
Like,
what
a
I mean.
lot of
A
people are involved, obviously.
Because it's the prestige of winning. You know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
goodness.
But also, I'm also very angry with them. The trio, I'm very angry with them. Like, what is that?
Yeah, like
guys?
already, guys, Africa is
Yes.
looked down on.
You can't
Come
be doing
on.
things like that. You can't be doing things like
We
that.
can't be doing things.
And
like
also this one, did you see how he was celebrating? I'm like, yo, you
like, I did
deserved
that.
it.
I did that. I did that. Yes, did they have to signal me? Maybe. Sure, whatever. Were they faster than me and I still couldn't catch up? Maybe. But moral of the story, I eventually won.
That's
so I'm
the
gonna
point.
celebrate.
That's
he
the
was
point.
probably partying like a winner that night. He's like, I did it.
Exactly.
And everyone's like,
Did you
know?
really?
Like,
Did you? Now the fact that they had to signal him, that means that he was slow. He was really slow.
But the thing is, if you're going to do something like this, at least practice it. You get what I'm saying? Like, come up
Let's-
with the proper strategy to say,
Exactly.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
This is when we will slow down. You can't slow down towards the finish line. And even then, you can't signal because how many
I'm
cameras?
guessing they were thinking they're slowing down and they thought this guy's maybe, you know, it's just like, you know, when you know your speed and like, okay, I've slowed down. So obviously this guy's going to catch up. And then like, dude is nowhere to be found. Where are you? Exactly.
And it's how the three of them are like nicely standing in the line.
Exactly.
Like,
you could
they're
see,
like,
you could
okay.
see, we planned this.
In a way, what if it wasn't even fixed? What if they just felt sorry for the guy?
They're like, whoa, we've been leaving you.
Yeah, like maybe, because hear me out. I have seen some races, not even some races, in high school or wherever, we were running and then it's like, yeah, no, Glenn, bro, you have to let me win. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I've been
I've
struggling.
been struggling. Just let me win this
just
one
let me-
time.
You know, and then it's like, yeah, no, it's fine, right? And then
Oh.
so maybe there wasn't even any money involved. Maybe he just came and
Maybe
he
they
begged the
felt
brothers. He was
maybe
like,
they felt
guys,
sorry for him. It's okay, come.
it's
come,
okay,
come.
just come. You know, what if it really was that case of they just felt sorry for him? They're like, no, you know what, just come. Just come. What
That's
if
funny.
that was the
That's
case?
hilarious. That's really
No,
hilarious.
but what if that was the case? But it makes sense, right?
Yeah, it does. They're like, yeah, you know what? I feel sorry for you. You know, we're buddies. Come
Yeah.
on. Like,
It's
no,
kind of
let's
like
take
that.
This one.
It's kind of like that one last person that is still running while everyone is completely. You know how everyone is cheering them on, like, let's go, go, go. Maybe this was the case. But
I hear
anyway, what is your take on this whole situation? Is it match fixing, or is it actually just
a misunderstanding? They were trying to help the guy out.
Do let us know now after the break. We talk social media influencing with Puku. Stay around.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
They say that influencers are the new age celebrities. Well, for this lovely lady joining us, she's not only an influencer, she is also a qualified media practitioner, and on top of that, television presenter. Please help me welcome an industry leader, an industry great, Puku. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing so well. So excited to be here.
All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you're passionate about, and just about you, basically.
Okay, all about me. I am a digital content creator, so anything to do with videos, pictures. I love media. I love creating content. I love the editing process. I love the behind the scenes process, what goes into content. I would say that I'm overall a creative. I really just thrive in the media space.
Okay, so what inspired you then to be an influencer above your love from the media space? Were there any figures that you were looking up to, maybe your likes of Mintlalis, your K-Yams perhaps? What inspired you to join the space?
I feel like what inspired me to join the space at the beginning was YouTube, because I was on YouTube really before I was on Instagram like that.
Yeah.
So back in the day, my inspirations were those American YouTubers, because we really didn't have a YouTube space locally, or even in SA, the YouTube market wasn't popping back then. So I did get inspo from people overseas, and then creating the videos, creating the content. Obviously over time it got better. I was able to upgrade, my gear, my tech, and then I popped into the Instagram space. And to be honest, I didn't even want to ever be an influencer. It wasn't something that was like in my mind. It just kind of happened, because my thing was, I was always into fashion, I was always into lifestyle, I was always into capturing those moments for myself, by myself, not really in aims to get brand deals or any of these things. But I mean, in the new age, influencing became like the new it thing.
Yes.
And then I was by default now considered an influencer because of the following base that I had.
Yeah.
So everything else sort of sparked and bloomed from there.
Okay, talk to us about, collaborations that you've had in the past, maybe the ones that stood out for you and the process of actually collaborating with a brand.
Okay, I would say one of the brand collaborations that stood out for me was my NWR social media brand deal. So basically what happens in these brand deals is that a brand reaches out to you. Like, first they identify what kind of influencers do they want to work with, what are the requirements, do they fit like the niche. And because I was now lifestyle, travel, beauty, vlog, like just really nice landscape kind of vibes. That was like obvious, like okay, let's do this. So basically what you do is sign the deal, sign the contract, go on the trips, fulfill your requirements, and then that's pretty much it. But it really did stand out to me because I feel like that was the first brand deal that really showed me the power of digital marketing and the power that goes behind the content. People are actually seeing the content, they're resonating. They see someone that they relate to and they're like, oh, actually, I want to see this brand. I want to actually book that trip. I actually want to, like, it's amazing how influencers have an influence on buying power. So that was really, really a trip that stood out for me, or a brand deal that stood out for me.
I love. It takes me back to a conversation that I was having with Diana this morning, to say Nara Smith has really influenced people to become traditional wives. Everyone wants to start making stuff from scratch right now. But nonetheless, moving over to our next question, what advice do you then have to aspiring influencers, people who want to take up space in that area of specialization, if you will, and also how does one build a great following on social media? Ultimately, being an influencer is based on the type of following that you have. Nowadays, we're even lucky to have things as macro and micro influencers. So what's your take?
My take is, whenever people ask me this question, I always say authenticity is going to be your biggest superpower. Being unique, having a niche, knowing what you want your brand to be. So this is so easy to identify. It's just like, what kind of person are you? Because the minute that you put yourself out there, you decide how you want people to perceive you. And if you have like a front, or if you're not authentic, people can have a way of sensing that. I really feel like the key to growing a big following base is to be authentic, having people actually relate to you. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the pretty pictures. It's not about how many posts you make. It's about people actually relating, that area of relatability that creates engagement and creates a bigger following base.
Okay, and then I know you touch a little bit on it, but maybe we can just expand the conversation. You mentioned that, you know, influencers can impact buying power. Now, in what ways do you think an influencer will be able to influence me to, let's say, buy MAC lipstick, just for conversation purposes? What impact or what ways does an influencer using a product then inspires the consumer to take up?
To expand on that, it also goes back to what I was saying about relatability and having an authentic following base. So as soon as you create or build a relationship with your followers, they're automatically invested in your life. They're like, what is she doing? What is she up to? And mind you, expanding to different type of followers, like you were saying, micro influencers, macro influencers, those are all different types of audience bases. So if you, as a MAC company, let's say, for example, it's giving, you know, people with money, it's giving rich women, rich women aesthetic. But then you're also like, but hey, young people also would love this product. Actually, we don't have enough people in this demographic of age, for example. Then you see, what influencer do you want to look at? What influencer can you work with to expand your market reach? So if you go to an influencer that's more of the young teen vibes, you're tapping into a teen market. If you go into the working influencer that's like a momager or whatever, you're tapping into that market. It's like tapping into different markets to bring in the most customers essentially that you can, based on the following bases. And that's really the essential component to digital marketing. It's tapping into as many audience bases that you can, basically.
Okay, and finally, what would you want to say to the digital marketers out there who are not making use of influencers, who feel like, oh, it's a waste of time, we can just sponsor our own ad on social media?
I just want to say that influencing is the future.
Yes.
It's an era.
Yes.
We are moving into a digital landscape. We are moving into media. Everything is to do with what's trending. Everything is to do with what's relevant, what's popping. So to keep your brand fresh, to keep it clean, to keep it relevant, you need to tap into what is relevant in today's world. And that's definitely tapping into the influencer lifestyle.
All right, Puku, thank you very much for coming to share your insight on Smell the Coffee. We wish you all the influencer deals in the world.
Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.
We will be right back. Stay with us.
Thank you for spending your morning with Dana Master and Glenora Shipura. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, enjoy your Wednesday.